Hey guys, welcome to Steel Saddle Moto. This is my Kawasaki Vaquero 1700 and today I wanted to go through some of the upgrades, mods, and accessories that this bike came with. So I bought this bike used and the previous owner had done quite a bit of things to it, and I wanted to kind of show you what you guys can do to your bike as well too, and what are some of the things that I'm planning on doing. So we're going to start from the front. So the first thing is, this bike came with the Kawasaki auxiliary lights. These lights originally come on the Kawasaki Voyager, but it is an optional upgrade for this bike. Originally it comes with like two fake air vents here and here. So I'll turn them on. You turn them on from here. There's a button for them. Once you do the upgrade, you just click this button and they turn on. So these lights are fantastic. I know you can see them here, how bright they are. So they originally come with halogen light bulbs. Same thing with the main headlight. So the upgrade to change them is really easy. There's a couple of videos showing you on YouTube how to change the light bulbs there. It's definitely an upgrade that's worth it. At nighttime, I have no issues with visibility, and I don't actually feel the need for full-on LED lights. There's a couple of kits that you can buy for LED lights. I think this combination here is more than sufficient for what I do. Sorry about the bike, it's really dirty, but I've been riding a lot. Okay, so next upgrade I want to talk about is the Kawasaki 12-inch windshields. So this is an OEM part. It comes with the windshield, this metal trim piece, and there's a little rubber piece that goes in the middle here that basically blocks some of the vibrations and whatnot. So this windshield is fantastic. I don't use it, but that doesn't mean that you should. I put it on here just so you can see how it looks like with a spring windshield. Basically, this windshield, when you have it on, I'm 5'7". When I sit on the bike, I look right over it. I don't look through it. The worst thing possible on a motorcycle for me is to look through a windshield. I think that just takes away from the experience so much. So with this windshield, it blocks all the wind on me. It basically hits me on the top of my helmet. Nothing is on my face. The only wind that I get really when I have this windshield on is on the sides of my shoulder. The stock windshield is about this big. I have it in the bags there, I'll show you just now. And I prefer using that because I actually really like having the wind kind of hit my face. I think the combination of the fixed fairing plus the small windshield is perfect. It keeps the wind off your body, but it keeps your head in clean air. Speaking about clean air, this windshield here, the 12-inch windshield, I don't get any buffeting with. I'm not sure, depending on your height, you might. I don't. So if I were to keep this windshield, this is a perfect windshield for me. So the next thing that I have upgraded on this bike is I have these highway pegs. They came with the bike. I think they are the Kawasaki highway pegs. They're fantastic. This is the first bike I have highway pegs on, and they work amazing. They do their job. The next thing that I've done to this bike is I did a couple of tech upgrades, right? So over here, I have a USB-C and a USB-A outlet. This is connected to my battery. You turn it on and off with the button here, and when this turns on, my CarPlay screen turns on, and my CarPlay screen is connected to the USB-A outlet over here. This is the easiest way I found to do this. You can just get one of these and connect it directly into your battery, and it turns on and off with the bike. I'm not too familiar on how to do that, so honestly, having it connected to the USB-A was the easiest thing for me to do, and then I can turn it off and on whenever I want, so I don't kill the battery. There's no other upgrades for now on that part, but when you look over here, this is probably the next biggest upgrade, and it's the most expensive upgrade on the bike. So this is the Mustang seat. I believe it's the long haul Mustang seat. Could be wrong about the name, but it's a Mustang seat. So this alone in Canada costs about $2,000 with taxes. I think the version with the backrest comes for maybe 1,200 bucks. with the backrest is $1,600 plus tax, which almost brings it to 2,000 bucks. So this is a very expensive upgrade. I can't comment on how the original seat feels, but honestly, this is a really comfortable seat. I've been loving it. I could go for hours on it. That being said, to me, the backrest is useless. I don't like using it. It's great that I have it. I'm glad that I didn't pay for it, but I find myself a little bit too crammed with the backrest, even at the max setting here, with it all the way back. I still feel a little bit crammed on it. So to me, I'm not the biggest fan of that feeling, so I usually ride without it. Easy to take off. You just pull it off. Close this here. There's a little kind of Velcro strap thing that you close, and you're pretty much done with it. And I usually have this in one of my saddlebags in case I need it. So the next upgrade that this bike has, let's talk about the floorboards here. So these are the passenger floorboards. They are a Kawasaki option. I think they're like $500-600 bucks Canadian for these, so they are quite expensive. But I think they're fantastic because they're floating floorboards, which is the same as the floorboards that you have as the rider. They really reduce the vibration when you're riding on highway speeds or any speeds. I think they're fantastic, so I'm glad that the passenger gets these as well. The next upgrade that this bike has is the Kawasaki quick release backrest and rack. So when you buy this online, it's from Kawasaki, it comes in two parts. So you have to buy the brackets on each side here, and then the quick release backrest itself. So it's hard to do this kind of with one hand, but basically the way this works, there's a latch here, you pull it, you pull the second latch. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this with two hands. So you pull basically both latches, and it just comes off. Very easy to do. Again, I usually ride without it. I don't usually carry passengers with me. So it's great that I have it. Probably not gonna use it unless I take a trip. To put it back on, all you do is you just kind of click it in place. Again, you really need to do this with two hands. But yeah, it's not going anywhere. Like I said, I usually ride without it. So some of the things that you can do, again, I'll try and include the prices for these kind of items here, and some of the links if I can find them. I know some of these are not being sold anymore, so I'll try and find them, and I'll put them up in the description for you if I can. So that's it for now. The next upgrades I'm doing to this bike is I just ordered the Shark Road mufflers. I'm hoping they're gonna sound good. I mean, honestly, this bike sounds amazing on its own. And I think with the mufflers, it's just gonna sound out of this world. Before I leave, let's hear the exhaust one more time. All right, see you in the next one.